Oh, she looks so cute. Wait, is she not blind now? Interesting. So he's gonna look and see that it's him and he's gonna be like, what the hell? Yeah. How does she go blind? And he's technically the one that made him blind, right? Because even though he switched, however he switched the eyes thing with, you know, his lover slash bestie, you know, it was his fault that that happened in the first place to Songlan. So interesting. But see, this smile actually seems genuine as well. Yo. It's like he was really trying to see if she was blind, right? That seems like what it was. And then he actually got scared when she was walking towards to the... I love how he says he looks pretty nice. This is so sad because he's gonna see that Shueyang's there, right? And that's gonna not be good. Like, how are we gonna deal with this? And then he cuts his tongue out. Yeah, he cuts his tongue out. That's what he was talking about as well. So he did exactly what he said. Wow. Wow. Is this when he comes to stab him as well? So she knows this guy is bad. Like, she knows Shueyang is bad. Wait, why did I say Shueyang? It's not Shueyang. Yuyang? No. I've forgotten Latin. No, it is Shueyang. Oh my god, he just stabbed him. He just stabbed... Oh my god. Yo, so he did technically kill him, right? Even though it was obviously Shueyang that actually killed him. But he killed him. My god, so he doesn't even know who he just hurt. And he can't speak because his tongue's gone. He's trying to give him his sword. Oh my god. He's trying to give him his sword so he can see that it's him. He's not going to let him touch it. He's not going to let him touch it, right? He's going to grab the sword. I knew it. Oh no, he dropped it before he could even give him it. That is so sad. I thought he took it out and then it was out forever, but I guess he put it back in, I don't know. Or maybe there were just two in there. Yeah, so they're different. Interesting. But he still has no tongue, so he can't talk anyway. Not him. Oh, yo. Yo. This is insane. Yo, he got hit as well. In the, like, past, you know, you could actually see that he was... He did actually look like he was really liking being with Xingchen, right? Like, you could actually see that he actually kind of liked being with him and that he actually kind of liked the trio that they had. But obviously, like, all good things come to an end. So I wonder what actually happened to make him change her. I don't know. Like, is it because he knew that she saw everything, or is it just because, like, I don't know, like, I honestly have no idea. Xingchen stabs Songlan in the back, right? I've seen that scene. I did not realize his tongue was already out at that point, so when he, like, kneels down, I've seen that in a TikTok as well, but I didn't realize he was trying to give him his sword, you know, to, like, feel the sword, like, name. So, and obviously we know that Shui Yang must keep that sword somewhere because he gives him the sword to feel it, and tells him that you killed this person, right? I haven't seen I don't know what the dialogue was, what that he like talked about, but like whatever. Oh yeah, people keep playing like every single edit I've seen of Shui Yang. It's either Mama, I'm in love with a criminal, or it's the other one where it's like I'm walking with the criminal, or I'm walking with the devil, or I'm walking with evil. You know that song where they play like I forgot what it was, but they like show Xing Chen first, and they show him. I'm walking beside. No, that's not the right song. What song is it? But I don't remember. But I'm walking beside the devil or something. Like it says something like that anyway. But those are two songs that I remember for sure with him in it. So I already knew that he was going to be a villain. I just didn't know how badly he was going to be. Because like the only people he seems to actually want to hurt, if you really look at it, is like Wei Ying for some reason. But he doesn't really seem to want to kill him as much as he wants Songlan dead. You know what I mean? Like he hates Songlan, and I'm assuming it's because of his finger. Like I want to know what he did to have that happen to him. I honestly don't really know how I feel about this, because on one hand you can see that Shui Yang just wasn't grown up well. Like he didn't grow up in a loving family life, you know what I mean? You just know that he was told like revenge is the best thing to do, or like killing is the best thing to do, you know, like if you have anyone that you care about, they will betray you type thing. That's the kind of vibes that he gives, right? He gives the vibes of he can't trust anyone because everybody is just trash. And even probably the leaders he had, he probably can't even trust them because they would probably go against him too. And the only person he seems to kind of go well with is Meng Yao, because Meng Yao also doesn't trust anyone either. So, but they obviously probably don't trust each other either. So I feel like even they don't like have a good relationship. So I don't know, like I feel like it's just so messy, right? I feel like everything's such a mess right now. I want to know who hurt Shui Yang though, like because obviously in the first minute, like he was hurt, right? So who hurt him in that scene? Like who actually hurt him there? Jinling and Wei Ying are not no doubt uncle and nephew. Jinling be like, why should I get scared alone? So he just plays along with Wei Ying. Bruh, I'm telling you, I just love the fact that as well, like Jinling was supposed to be like guarding Wei Ying, and the entire time we have not seen what JC's like reaction is to seeing that like they're both gone, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of funny that we still haven't been back to that whole aspect, because like he'll be going insane looking around the place just for his nephew and his brother, you know. I love how Wei Ying got his nephew to play along with his prank by just looking at him, and his nephew understood. I think that's what Jinling was missing with JC, a bit of fun and a bit of mischief. Kids should be allowed to be kids, but JC imitates his mum too much. I mean, I don't think he even imitates his mum. I don't think anything to do with his mum is really here. I mean, obviously, there's that one song that reminds you of it, and it's like, I look at you, you look at me, I don't want to be like you, or whatever the song is. But, I think it's Kelly Clarkson or something, but yeah, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But there's like an edit of them too, and I do think that there's definitely things that, you know, make sense to say, that like he definitely is like his mum in those ways. But I think if you actually look at it, it's like his mum was always mean, like you could see that. She definitely loved her husband, she loved her children, but she definitely didn't show it very well. But yeah, I feel like there's definitely the aspects of what's it called? There's definitely the aspects of JC that are like, he's broken, you know what I mean? Like it's not like he can just rebuild himself, because he's literally lost everybody. Like he lost his parents, he literally saw them die. Or did he see them die, or did he know that they died? I think he saw that they were killed though. And then we had the sister, like he literally was there when the sister died, like he literally saw that as well. Like if you really think about it, both JC and Wushen have been through traumas because they were both there for both things, you know what I mean? Like Wushen obviously saw it from like this side as well, like he saw the the sword go into her chest, and then JC was just like, you know, behind her, so he saw it go into her as well, but just like from a different angle. So they both had the trauma of seeing that happen, but the difference is he had to like be the leader of the clan, right? He had to be the leader of the clan. He had to be strong enough for everybody so that he could lead. So he turned his whole emotions off. Like, I'm pretty sure he's turned everything off so that he can protect himself now. Because if he has no one to care about, there's nothing that can happen to them, you know what I mean? Like, I won't be surprised if Wei Qing, if she was alive and it was after the sister dies, right? I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't save her, you know, if there was a scene like that. Because of the way he is right now, like, not even right now, but like after she dies, like after the sister dies, he had to have lost all of his emotion, because otherwise he would not have survived. I think he would have actually killed himself. Like, there's actually no way, you know what I mean? I think he really would have, because if you don't turn off some kind of aspects of, you know, what make you you, I guess. Like, he is emotional in a lot of ways, a lot of the time. Like, we've seen him become emotional at different aspects of time, even without, like, the parents and without, like, the sisters' deaths, right? But, like, I do think there's obviously the thing of, like, JC thinks that Wei Ying is the one that did it. Obviously we know it wasn't Wei Ying, but we also don't know who it was. Like, obviously I still think it's Meng Yao, and it probably is, because he's the most obvious option. But like all corners lead to Meng Yao, to be honest. But either way, I am going to be interested to see if by the end of this he's going to actually hurt Yi Chen, you know, because like the Lanjan brother, right? Because they have had a vibe for so long, and I just want to know, you know, if he could actually hurt him. Jinling is all that's left of his family, though. Before Wei Ying came along, I would be overprotective too. Yeah, exactly. So JC is protective over Jinling. That's why he never wants him to, like, go off and, like, do what Wei Ying would have done. You know, he wants him to be more like him, which I actually think that Jinling is a mixture of both of them, you know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, because he is mischievous like Wei Ying because of how he's been brought up with JC, and then he's like JC in a lot of different ways, where he's like not wanting to talk to people, you know. he's like arguing back and stuff. That's literally how JC behaved, you know, when he talked to Wei Ying and stuff. There's so many people that seem to really not like JC, but if you actually looked at it from his point of view, I think you'd see things a lot differently, because there's just quite a few things that, like, make sense to me. Why, like, you know, why, what? Because, like, he's so protective of Jinling, like, you could see it in different ways. Like, he obviously wants to protect his nephew because he loved his sister, and, you know, he wouldn't want him to actually die or get hurt or anything. But I do see the messiness of, like, how he's been brought up, and, like, the love that may not be there. Because even though he would love his nephew, he obviously doesn't show it very often. Because the way he shows it is, like, just by protecting him, by keeping him safe, by keeping him near him, right? But obviously, like, that's why he wants to break away from him, right? That's why he's, like, Wei Ying, because he wants to be away from his uncle as well. In that one scene, he's technically playing Shui Yang, so he's got to have, like, Shui Yang's, like, mannerisms and everything, and he definitely does, because as I was saying, like, that had to be Shui Yang, because, like, it was literally his laugh, it was, like, his way of speaking and everything, like, it was just the way he is. Whereas if you look at the way, like, Xing Chen speaks, he's very much calm. You know, even when he is kind of more angry or, like, whatever, like, he's still more calm speaking, you know. He doesn't really have much of a change in the way he speaks. He really just is, like, that line, you know. Okay, I think we all got the vibe that Shui Yang was in love, or at least had a crush on Xingchen. The sad part is that his romantic feelings are so complex and ambiguous that he himself wouldn't know about it. I mean, I don't think he'd know about it anyway, because he's never even liked anyone really. I don't think he's ever liked anyone in his life in reality, because he's had no reason to like anyone. You know what I mean? If you really look at like the way he is, I don't think he's been able to trust anyone in his life. And the fact that he only trusted him because he didn't know that he was himself. You know what I mean? Like he didn't, like Xingchen didn't know that he is Shueyang, right? So he essentially was just playing like somebody else, right, for him to like him. That's so sad if you really think about it. Like he was playing such a different person for him to just be liked for the first time in his life, probably. And even the girl, she didn't like him, obviously. She was scared. Xingchen and Songlan didn't deserve such an ending. Their bond was too beautiful and was ruined just like that. How much did Shueyang suffered when he was a kid, that even after getting such care, warmth and friendship, he still didn't change? Well, he even said that he was often hurt as a child, so I'm pretty sure he probably went through like being beaten and probably being hurt all the time, and just like, I don't know if it was like bullying or if it was literally by his like parents or by his adopted people, but you know, like he definitely did not have a good childhood, you can tell. Shueyang had a traumatic childhood. I can understand why he turned out the way he did, but it doesn't justify the inhumane murders he committed. The trauma must drive a person to make the world a better place so that other people won't go through whatever he went through. He took so many lives in such a tragic way. All the innocent people lost their precious life just because his twisted beliefs. Yeah, I feel like that's not right. I don't think trauma is supposed to always lead to making the place better, as you said. Sometimes mixing it with a toxic environment and hatred for what people did to him can result why he turned out like this. Exactly, that's what I meant. Like, he definitely did not have a good childhood, and he definitely didn't have any good role models that he could look up to. I think the role models he did have were probably all bad people, and he just knew like to take revenge, and that's it.